Welcome to my channel Old Valuable Chiller. Today we are deep diving into fascinating story the Eisenhower $1 coin from the United States, specifically the special 1776 to 1976 bicentennial edition. This is one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatics, both for its historical significance and its collectability. If you are a coin collector, an investor, or simply someone who enjoys learning about American history through money, this coin has so much to offer. In this video, I will take you through its history, design, features, minting details, variations, eras, values, and why it remains an important coin even today. By the end, you'll have a deep understanding of the Eisenhower dollar bicentennial coin and how it fits into the larger story of U.S. coinage. The Eisenhower dollar was first introduced in 1971 to honor both President Dwight D. Eisenhower and the Apollo 11 moon landing. It was the first dollar coin issued by the U.S. Mint since the peace dollar ended in 1935. For the bicentennial of the United States in 1976, a special dual-dated coin was struck with the date 1776 to 1976. This commemorated the 200th anniversary of American independence. The Eisenhower dollar was chosen to carry this patriotic design, making it a significant coin in both numismatic and historical terms. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower, designed by Frank Gasparro, the chief engraver of the United States Mint. Eisenhower's bust faces left, with the word Liberty above, the motto In God We Trust to the left, and the dual date 1776 to 1976 placed below. What makes this obverse stand out is not just the presidential portrait but the fact that it ties the legacy of Eisenhower and America's bicentennial celebration together. The reverse of the bicentennial Eisenhower dollar is even more distinctive. Instead of the Apollo 11 eagle design seen on standard Eisenhower dollars, the bicentennial coin features the Liberty Bell superimposed on the surface of the moon. This unique reverse was designed by Dennis R. Williams, a 22-year-old art student whose design was selected in a national contest. The Liberty Bell connects to the founding of America in 1776, while the moon symbolizes the modern achievements of the United States in space exploration. The inscriptions include United States of America, $1, and the national motto E Pluribus Unum. This reverse design is what truly sets the bicentennial Eisenhower dollar apart and makes it a popular collector's piece. The Eisenhower bicentennial dollar was minted at multiple U.S. mint facilities, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia have no mint mark, Denver coins carry a D, and San Francisco coins carry an S. San Francisco struck both regular circulation coins and special collector's editions in 40% silver, available in both proof and uncirculated finishes. These silver versions are especially prized by collectors today. The standard clad coins, made of copper nickel, were struck for circulation and are more common. When it comes to varieties, collectors pay close attention to details such as Type 1 and Type 2 lettering on the reverse. The Type 1 variety, issued in 1975, has thick and blocky lettering, while the Type 2 variety, issued in 1976, has thinner and sharper lettering. These small details are important for identifying which version of the bicentennial Eisenhower dollar you may have, and some varieties are more valuable than others. Another exciting aspect for collectors are the errors and misstrikes that occurred during minting. Some bicentennial Eisenhower dollars have off-center strikes, double dies, or planchette errors. These mistakes can make a coin rare and significantly increase its market value. Whenever collectors search through Eisenhower bicentennial dollars, they are always on the lookout for these rare errors. So, how much is a bicentennial Eisenhower dollar worth? For most clad circulation coins, the value is usually around $1 to $3 depending on condition, since many were saved as keepsakes. However, uncirculated examples, proof coins, and especially the 40% silver versions can be worth much more. Proof silver coins from San Francisco often sell for higher premiums, and if a coin is graded by a professional service in a high mint state or proof condition, the value increases further. Rarer coins or scarce high-grade examples can sell for hundreds of dollars or more. Collectors also appreciate the Eisenhower bicentennial dollar for its large size. Measuring 38.1 mm in diameter and weighing about 22.68 grams for the clad version and slightly more for the silver version, this coin has a substantial presence in hand. It is the last large-sized dollar coin produced for circulation in the United States, as later issues like the Susan B. Anthony dollar were much smaller. This makes the Eisenhower dollar not just a commemorative piece, but also the last of an era in U.S. coinage history. The historical context of the coin makes it even more special. 1976 was a year of national pride, celebrating 200 years of independence. The United States Mint released bicentennial designs on the quarter, half dollar, and dollar. The Eisenhower dollar, with its Liberty Bell and Moon design, represented both the past and the future, symbolizing the journey of the nation from its founding to its achievements in science and space. For this reason, many Americans saved the coin as a memento, and it became a cherished keepsake across the country. For new collectors entering the hobby, the bicentennial Eisenhower dollar is an excellent starting point. It is affordable, widely available, and offers multiple varieties to explore. Building a complete set of the bicentennial issues, including both clad and silver, proof and uncirculated, as well as the different mint marks, can be an enjoyable collecting goal. More advanced collectors may focus on high-grade examples or hunt for rare era coins. Even today, nearly 50 years after its release, the Eisenhower bicentennial dollar continues to hold a special place in American numismatics. It connects the memory of President Eisenhower, the bicentennial celebration, and the achievements of the U.S. space program all in one coin. It is both a piece of history and a piece of art, reflecting the pride of a nation in 1976. Whether you are holding onto one you received as a child, discovering one in change, or adding high-grade examples to a serious collection, the bicentennial Eisenhower dollar remains a fascinating part of the U.S. Mint story. If you enjoy coin collecting, learning about values, and exploring history through coins, the Eisenhower dollar is truly worth your attention. Now we are going to talk about the 1-cent coin from the United States, specifically the 1987 D. Lincoln cent. This coin is one of the most collected pennies in American history, and coin collectors, hobbyists, and even people who just enjoy U.S. currency are always curious about its details, history, mintage, eras, and values. In this video, I will take you through everything you need to know about the 1987 D 1-cent coin from the United States, so stay tuned till the end because you might discover some facts that will surprise you about this small but historically important coin. The 1987 D penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which is what the D mint mark stands for. The Denver Mint has produced billions of pennies over the years, and the 1987 D is no exception. More than 4.5 billion Lincoln cents with the D mint mark were struck in 1987, making it a very common circulation coin. Despite its common mintage, collectors still search for this coin because of potential errors, high-grade examples, and its place in the long-running Lincoln cent series that started in 1909. The obverse of the 1987 D 1-cent coin features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been on the penny since 1909 and has become an iconic symbol of American coinage. You can see the word Liberty to the left of Lincoln, the date 1987 to the right, and the D mint mark just below the date. Above Lincoln's head is the motto, "In God We Trust." All of these design elements have been consistent on the Lincoln cent for many decades, and the 1987 D penny carries on that tradition. On the reverse side of the 1987 D Lincoln cent, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The reverse design was created by Frank Gasparo, who served as chief engraver of the United States Mint. The Lincoln Memorial design is detailed and, with a magnifying glass, you can even see the statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, which is a feature many people overlook. The inscriptions United States of America and E Pluribus Unum are found above the memorial, and the denomination 1 cent is shown at the bottom. The composition of the 1987 D penny is also worth noting. By this time, the United States Mint had already switched from the earlier copper alloy to the modern copper-plated zinc. This change happened in 1982. The 1987 D penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. This makes the coin lighter than the older pre-1982 pennies, which were made mostly of copper. The weight of the 1987 D cent is about 2.5 grams compared to 3.11 grams for the older all-copper cents. For collectors, this difference in composition is important because it marks a shift in U.S. coinage history. Now let's talk about the value of the 1987 D 1-cent coin. In circulated condition, Most of these coins are worth only face value, which is 1 cent. However, uncirculated examples, especially those graded high by professional grading services, can bring higher prices. A typical uncirculated 1987 D penny may be worth between 10 and 30 cents. Coins in gem condition, such as mint state 65 or higher, can sometimes sell for a few dollars. But the real excitement comes when collectors find coins with errors or unique variations. Some error types that collectors look for on the 1987 D penny include off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, and clip planches. These errors can make the coin significantly more valuable. For example, an off-center 1987 D penny where part of the design is missing can be worth several dollars, even up to $50 depending on the severity of the error. Double die varieties, where the design appears double due to a misalignment during the striking process, are also highly collectible. If you find a 1987 D penny with a strong double die, it could be worth much more than face value. Another factor that influences the value of the 1987 D 1-cent coin is the condition, often described using the Sheldon coin grading scale. Coins range from poor condition, which is heavily worn and nearly unrecognizable, up to mint state and even proof-like examples. Collectors are always hunting for high-grade coins that have no scratches, no discoloration, and strong eye appeal. The red color of freshly minted copper-plated zinc cents fades over time, often turning brown or a darker shade. Coins that retain their original red luster are worth more than those that have toned or darkened. The 1987 D penny also carries interest because it comes from the Lincoln Memorial Reverse Series, which lasted from 1959 to 2008. After 2009, the reverse design changed to commemorate Lincoln's bicentennial, and then in 2010, the shield design was introduced. That means the 1987 D penny is part of a long era in U.S. coinage history, and many collectors build complete sets of Lincoln Memorial cents. If you are collecting a set, the 1987 D is an essential coin to include. It's also important to remember the historical context of 1987 in the United States. While this coin was being struck at the Denver Mint, America was going through important cultural and economic moments. Having a coin from 1987 is like holding a small piece of that history in your hand. For many people, coins serve not just as currency but also as historical artifacts, reminding us of the times in which they were made and circulated. When talking about the collectability of the 1987 D penny, it's also worth considering the role of rolls and bags of uncirculated coins. Many collectors or even banks stored full rolls of 1987 D cents when they were first minted. These rolls can still be found today, and they may contain high-quality coins that are perfect for grading or collecting. Searching through rolls is a fun and inexpensive way for coin enthusiasts to find better examples, errors, or coins with strong eye appeal. Some collectors also look at the 1987 D penny in relation to proof coins from that same year. Proof coins were struck at the San Francisco Mint, and they feature the S mint mark. While the 1987 D penny is a regular business strike, comparing it with proofs gives collectors a fuller picture of U.S. coinage from that year. Proof coins have a mirror-like surface and are struck multiple times to bring out every detail, whereas business strikes like the 1987 D were made for everyday circulation. In conclusion, the 1-cent coin from the United States dated 1987 D is a fascinating piece of American coinage. While billions were minted and most are worth just 1 cent, high-grade examples and era varieties can be much more valuable. This coin continues the long legacy of the Lincoln cent, one of the most popular coins in the world, and it remains a must-have for any serious collector of U.S. coins. Whether you are just starting out in coin collecting or have been building your collection for years, the 1987 D penny deserves a place in your set.